It's going to be over and
get their heads into this.
Three, not the way you want to start the game.
Bogut, he's checked in for Draymond. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in.
You know, they really need to start taking better to locker room.
Steve, that's 4 turnovers, and it's still real early. They are not in any kind of a rhythm right now.
In for Chicago. Bushler comes in for Scottie Pippen. Out here. Warriors trail by 10. Here's Livingston. They can't stop the run with that one.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
Yeah, and even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
Now here's Lee. Another shot. Bogut. And the layup falls.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
For 3, Kerr. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. 1:29 left to play in the first quarter. Livingston. The second effort. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the night right here. No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. The Bulls leading by 7. And here's Kerr from the arc. That one goes. Count it. Kerr's got 6.
That's pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
And the Bulls, another 3.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense. In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
And again, it's the Bulls.
He's just destroying them from three-point range.
Well, even when they've closed out on him, Steve, he's knocking them down.
Here is Livingston. Here's Lee. Comes up empty down low. Guys, they've really built a nice lead here.
And I'll tell you what, I don't see any sign of them slowing down.
Kerr can't hit. Here's Bogut trying his luck deep. Rebounded by Wennington. And here's Kerr. From deep three-point range, no good on the buzzer beater. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
The Bulls leading by 14. Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. David Lee is out there with Green. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Harper against Curry. Iguodala with the steal. Curry with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Guys, Draymond Green, a second-round pick in 2012, but his tough defense and high basketball IQ have earned him minutes. He said, quote, I never cared about stats, and I still don't. My goal is to have an impact on the game. Sometimes you have the biggest impact with plays that don't show up in the stats. Those are the plays I live for. Great attitude, Kevin.
A real gamer, Doris. He loves the game. Thanks. Some changes for Chicago. Williams, he's checked in for Longley. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Scottie Pippen. Williams dishes to Kerr. There's the triple. And that one's good. Kerr's got 15.
Now, the way this defense is playing out there, I mean, they might as well not be there. That's 5 straight wide-open threes.
Yeah, and that's way too many. I mean, typically teams will get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide-open threes, but they just haven't figured it out yet.
Williams passes to Kerr. There's the three. Outside for Jordan. The dish to Kerr. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. He's got 18.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open three-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like all-star weekend out there. We know how much defense is played. There's actually offense during the all-star weekend, no D.
Here's Curry with the three, and good on the basket. Book it. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
Here's Green. A second chance effort. No good from Lee.
Tell you, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
And here are the Warriors now. It's a 13-point game. It's Curry outside. A second chance effort, and there's the call. Chicago the foul. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
And he gets it to go.
Yeah, he's just embarrassing the defense right now because he didn't really need to double clutch there.
Chicago calls timeout. And as with any timeout at this point of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustments. And, of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade before coming back onto the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical. It's been fast. It's been high-paced. So anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Man, a real mental lapse there at a terrible time.
Well, Steve, it would have been a big gaffe anytime, but especially when you're behind.
Rodman kicks to Kerr. Cans it from downtown. Kerr's got 21 in the game.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Again, Curry missing.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head-scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
And the Bulls, another three.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Warriors trail by 17. The tray. Again, Curry missing.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
It's like he's just trying to showcase his range, but he could probably get a better shot in that possession.
Yeah, he sure could. It doesn't do you any good if you miss it from that deep.
The pull-up. And Kerr with the basket on the assist by Harper. He's got 26.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Lee gets the bucket.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Here's Kerr for three. Warriors with the rebound. Lee's got 8 rebounds in this game. He feeds it to Iguodala. Tries a three. Here's Green. Second chance shot. Can't get it to go. Williams with the defensive effort. Here's Kerr. Rodman dishes to Jordan. Harper kicks to Williams. And here's Kerr from the arc. Shot is off. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points. I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Here is Kerr. Following the basket by Stephen Curry. Kerr's shot is good. Kerr's got 28 points for the game.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
A lot of things get talked about with the NBA and the playoff structure. And, there's been some mention about opening things up in the near future. One thought is to have more teams make it in and have a play-in round between the bottom teams.
Andrew Bogut checked in for the Warriors. Harrison Barnes comes in for Lee. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Longley's checked in for Rodman. Pennington comes in for Williams. Tony Kukoc, he's checked in for Michael Jordan. And Scottie Pippen is subbed in for Harper. Well, Clark, addressing playoff restructuring, we know now that 8 come in from the East and 8 teams, the top teams in the West. Another change being thrown around is just taking the top 16 teams from both conferences combined in seeding them.
Don't like it. Don't like it. We tend to overreact when we have an aberration. The Suns don't get in the playoffs with 48 wins, and 2 or 3 Eastern Conference teams get in sub 500, and now you want to shake it all up. I'm not for that. The top 8 in the West and the top 8 in the East make a lot of sense to me, because it would be a scheduling nightmare otherwise if you try to
keep it as is.
And in terms of trying to have a balanced schedule,
yes,
when you go to just the top 16 teams, it wouldn't work. Geographically, I just don't think it makes sense. We've got to stay where we are there.
Here's Kerr. Following the basket by Stephen Curry. Kerr's shot is good.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
It's Curry outside. They get it again. Here's Bogut. Kukoc with the defensive effort. The Bulls leading by 17. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. They get it back. Bogut against Longley. Kicks it out to Kerr. And it's off the back rim. No good.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Over to the wing. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And that is simple.
So as we conclude the first half, so far... And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Steve Kerr has been sensational.
Boy, you wonder how long he can continue to shoot the 3-ball as well as he has to this point. He's been lights out.
Steve, you know that as well as anyone, being the shooter you were. Sometimes you have those nights where the bucket looks 3 feet wide.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Chicago right now, they've got Pippen. Longley out there with Rodman. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harper in at the point. Chicago calls timeout.
Yeah, he definitely saw some things that were not working for them out there. And now he's going to make some adjustments.
I'm not sure what it was, but he clearly wanted something to change out there.
Kerr's checked in for Harper. Chicago leading by 22. Rodman kicks to Kerr. There's the triple. Back to Rodman. Passes it to Kerr. Longley against Barnes. Pippen, the pass to Kerr. From deep. It's rebounded by Golden State. Barnes has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
Now here's Curry. He's got 9, and the basket good. Curry's got 12 in the game.
And a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
So far, his shot selection has been questionable. A lot of tough, contested shots. If I'm coaching, I might sit him down for a minute.
David Lee checked in for Golden State. David Lee. This Warriors squad struggling. Curry wide open, and that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Big blunder there, and that could cost them.
Major blunder, and you're right, a terrible time for that to happen when they're trying to chip away at this deficit. Back-to-back threes for them. The defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
From deep. Lee in the posts. Rodman on him, and a missed layup.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
Now Kerr. He has 38 in the game. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
I agree, guys, and the points add up in a hurry when you start giving up easy looks from long range.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
18 seconds on the shot clock.
And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 12-3 run. This one for three. Green with the rebound. Takes a three. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Thompson. 15 points for Steph Curry. Chicago calls timeout. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. For three, Kerr. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Lee's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Iguodala outside. Dishes it to Green. Iguodala against Pippen. Iguodala kicks to Green. From deep three-point range. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Pippen. Pass to Rodman. In low to Longley. Kicks it to Kerr. Three-pointer. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Iguodala wide open. Another miss by Iguodala.
Tell you what, he can be really frustrating as a shooter. All you can do is grimace because he just can't find the range.
Offensive rebound. Longley passes to Rodman. And here's Kerr from the arc. Good. Kerr's got 44.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Here's Rodman. It's tipped. Outside, Green releases. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Green's got his third. Third basket of the night right there. Green's gone 50% from the field. 3 of 6. Feeds it to Rodman. For three, Kerr. And the Bulls, another three.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today, Steve.
I'll say the defense has been ineffective trying to run shooters off that three-point line.
Here's Curry with the three. Another miss by Curry. And here's Longley. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. For three, Kerr. And the shot is good.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
Curry wide open. Curry with another miss. Chicago with the ball. Curry. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Jacks up a three. Thompson with the rebound.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
Good. And that's 17 points for Steph Curry. 55 seconds left to play here in the third. Pippen kicks to Jordan. Out to the right wing. Here's Kerr. And the jumper falls for him. Kerr's got 52 points.
Now he's playing with an edge here, playing extremely well offensively here in the second half.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Here's Green. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the officials.
The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. That free throw, no good. Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Lee. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Wennington, he's checked in for Longley. Simpkins comes in for Rodman. Kukoc, he's checked in for Scottie Pippen. And it's Harper in for Steve Kerr. Here's Green. Another shot. And it's good. Green's got 9 points.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Chicago calls timeout. Chicago making a switch here. Here's Kerr from deep. Simpkins passes to Kukoc. And here's Kerr for three. So it's the Warriors now. Harrison Barnes is out there with McAdoo. Then it's Bogut. Then there's Livingston. And it's Barbosa in at the 2 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
Some changes for Golden State. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Bogut. Thompson comes in for Leandro Barbosa. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Here's Kerr. From the top of the key, he buries it. Kerr's got 54 points. Curry with it. So it's Chicago now. Here's Kerr. The Warriors pull it in. Barnes has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to McAdoo. And here is Barnes with the fadeaway. McAdoo misses.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one.
Kerr can't hit.
You're not doing your team any good forcing a shot like that one.
You know, I agree. He's got to know better than that.
Iguodala outside. Rebounded by Wennington.
And he's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest. Not a reliable one anyway.
And it's Golden State's ball. Iguodala dishes to Kerr. From deep. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all. He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Assist goes to Tony Kukoc.
Well, at this point, early in the season, still so much optimism for the season ahead. We all have our predictions, but there are always going to be some surprises out there, some surprise teams. That's why we say all the time, That's why they tee it up and play the game.
Here's Kerr for three. And now in transition, here we go. Iguodala kept alive. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
So tough to see a player go down with an injury like this.
Yeah, it really is, Steve. It's just one of those things, though. You've seen it happen before as well. And you can tell whatever it is painful for him.
Timeout called the Warriors. Steve Kerr with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
The Warriors making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Ron Harper, he's checked in for Chicago. Curry with a wide open look. And that's going to be a travel.
Now you wonder why his team's losing. Keeps giving the ball away time after time.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Kerr can't hit. And turnovers, Clark and Steve, have been the issue for him.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Why does it always come back to food, Clark?
Now Harper, after the missed three from Stephen Curry. Lets it go from deep. Kerr can't hit.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else. You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess, huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
Wow. He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one. Well, it looks like it's in his head right now. He looks tight. He's not producing, and his team's struggling as well.
Good. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
Oh, boy, this is something you hate to see, Clark.
You know, it sure is. Injuries, though, are really an unfortunate part of the game, inevitable at times. Hopefully it's nothing serious.
And the Bulls making a change here. Smith has checked in. And McAdoo, that one's good. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
They're starting to give him a little too much space here in the second half. That's his third three-pointer since the break.
Moment here now for an injury. Report.
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with head athletic trainer for the Chicago Bulls. The news is not good at all. It looks like a broken ankle with additional injury to the surrounding connective tissue. That's the end of his night for sure, and the timetable for his return to action could be a long one, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
Yeah, but it's part of the game, Kevin. Almost everybody goes through it eventually as a player, so you just have to deal with it the best you can.
Unfortunately, it is that, Steve, and it's painful to watch your teammates out there because you're helpless in that situation.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're in front by 28. 1:41 left in the fourth. And the Warriors with some changes. Bogut comes in for McAdoo. And it's Barbosa in for Barnes. And a change for the Bulls. Jordan, he's checked in for Smith. So it's the Warriors now. Curry outside. They get it back.
And if they know what's good for him, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball into three-point territory.
Well, you're right. less, an airtight defense on him will usually result in 3 points.
1:22 left to play in the final quarter. Time now for an injury report.
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for the Chicago Bulls. Not what we wanted to hear, guys. It sounds like it's a very serious injury. The schedule becomes a real grind at this time of the year, and that injury is only going to make things harder on this team. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. I don't know, though. I mean, one way or another, it seems to me as though it's going to be a long time before we see him back in uniform.
Yeah, such a shame, guys. You always hate to hear of any player getting injured, and this does not sound good. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just total obliteration. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Chicago.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. From deep. Warriors the rebound. The shot and game clock separated by 4. To the left side wing. And Thompson kicks to Barbosa. Got a piece of it. Here's Bushler to stop the drought. Thompson with the rebound. Bogut with it. All alone. Off target. And so Chicago takes this one. And by a big margin. They put on a show to